Okay, so first off, screw this game. Like, actually, screw this game. Because, yeah. For reference on what this game has done so far, they have a winter sale going on, which, granted, I think, yeah, the current thing is, if you go and buy, essentially, like, certain, yeah, like, which ones do you get? Yeah, like, basically, if you buy, like, a, a Peaceful Pines, or it lets you buy Peaceful Pines for $10, but, yeah, gets you other things. Like, I will say one thing for, like, the, Peaceful Pines thing. Right now it's $60 off, oh sorry, 60% off, which somewhat tempts me. The reason why I say it's somewhat tempting is the fact that it is actually a useful thing for the level editor. However, that said, I am not sure how much I want to support them. I definitely am not buying the Olympus Odyssey one because, like, to me, I'll be real. These things are only really good for about, like, uh, I would say, 50% off. Like, uh, oh, sorry, these courses I say are really only good if they're like 18. Like if they're an 18 hole course, I say that they're worth it once it gets to about like $4 on one condition. You actually are a level editor like me, because buying these gives you more tools to go and play with. These seem to be very fun. I have not seen these. I don't know how much that would be worth it. And even still, I don't care. It's not really that worth it. So, the other reason why I say screw the developers of this game. Um, if I recall correctly, we were originally promised to go and get like lifetime DLC. They have not held that, essentially. And then the second thing that they've done is in 2025, they are releasing Golf with Your Friends 2. So, yeah, like, eh. And the sad thing is, it's like, it's not even like they're doing like, oh, hey, like, this is drastically different. So it's like, it's basically the same game. It's just like, oh, hey, there's different courses. Okay, cool. There's cross-platform multiplayer and a level editor for cross-platform. It's like, okay, fair enough. Why can't you just add it to, the current one? Uh, Something else that gets added is essentially like weather hazards, and then they're adding in like level ups. Basically, it's like, yeah, no offense, like I don't see how that's enough to warrant like a second release. I am seeing a skate park type thing, a like boardwalk style one. What even is this? Like, yeah. Anyway, uh, like, obviously, like I said, I'm not that impressed by the people that uh are doing it. I've heard bad things about the game, about the company anyway. They seem to have just kind of followed it. Uh, So I am not going to say a name. Um. Yeah. I can't publish it. So yeah, I'm gonna save it. Cause yeah, I am curious about one thing. So luckily I can see it now. But yeah, this is some of the stuff that kind of interests me. I like the idea that you can do this. So basically, like, I have the course start up at a different place, essentially. That this kind of interests me as well. But like, eh. I don't really know about what that one's necessarily for. I guess just ease is. Oh hey, they have boost skates. Cool, new toy. What the frick is this? Okay, cool. Cool. They have a Olympus water thing. Oh, that's. I got new toys. I see that I got new toys. That's nice. No reset wire. Ooh. I might need to go and get. Might need to figure out about where some of my other maps are stored so I can go and get them. Cause like, yeah, some of these are actually amazing. Either that or I just go I basically entirely remake the map. But yeah, like those seem to be cool. Yeah, these also are some reasons why I kind of don't mind doing peaceful finds because like some of these are actually like quite cool, like an alligator or a chest, which appears to be something you can go through. Castle, same thing. Boot baby, the same thing. Some gnomes, but yeah, like it's interesting. Um, loop de loops, tiny loop de loops as well, without like 80 barriers. Okay. Uh, so neat decorations as well. I assume it's at the genie. Sorry, at the Gingy. Uh, that is Genius, I guess, essentially. Or something like that. Don't know what those are. I don't even care enough to try. But yeah. Like I said, like some of this is actually like quite interesting. However, frick. Hold on, let me. I don't want it to be like overpowering and like super loud, but I also don't want it to be super quiet. There. So anyway, my main plan tonight was to go and do a bit of this, essentially. Currency has been done. I might use that later. So yeah, I already know several of my friends are going to be like seeing that, and it's like, oh god, I fear. Because the moment that I find new toys, it's terrifying for everybody. You do not want to have me with access to new toys. Like, if I have access to toys, like, you better believe that you're going to find it hard at some point, or some method to kind of like have me torture people with it. It's not something you want. Huh. Actually, you know what? I wonder. No, I'm not gonna do it now. I'm not gonna do it on recording. But I wanted to show some people what I've been up to. So yeah, for reference, I've probably been back by now, essentially. Hopefully. We'll see. Actually, you know what? Let's transform those into things. Oh, you know what? I know exactly what you all want. Yeah, sure. Let's have it be exact this time. We're gonna use enough cars. I'm sure they'll be fine. Okay, I need the longer one. Where's the long one at? There it is. Now, just in case you go and start zooming off the map, I should go and have these prepared. Now, I'm not gonna have most of these prepared. Okay, if you're mostly in there, it's like, bye. As I did from start. Really? Two is too much on that. Okay. Fair, two is like fine enough. No, apparently that's a lot more precise than what I thought it would be. Figured it would be a lot less precise. Now this one, I'm gonna purposefully go over. Now I wanted to reset there. Like I do like the fact that they added that ability in the editor. Okay, cool. Oh, it's 3. This line should be very easy as V2. Here it's a little bit more difficult. I'll be real on that. It's a little bit more difficult. It's not a lot more difficult, but like it is decently difficult, essentially. But like, yeah, it's just kind of the nature of the course, essentially. Of course, I feel like this might go and get some people, but hey, like, it's me. What do you expect? Alright? I mean, obviously they expect to go into there and see, like, some sort of, like trick. But the funny part is, I did trick them. So the funny part would be, they assume that I did that, and that's not even an obstacle, they just choose to go right inside of it. That's where the fun begins, when I just assume that that's a cheaty hole in one spot. Nope, it's not. That's where it gets really fun. This is why, things like this is why I love doing edits with my friends, or rather, those with my friends. Because the moment I make a level, they immediately think it is some sort of like BS thing. Of course, one of my friends, it's basically like, yeah, they refuse to do anything. Like if it's a map I made, like they don't even want to give it a chance. Which, honestly, I go and say, screw that, you coward, at least try it. I understand if it's like, oh hey, it has Evil's Delight in the name. Okay, fair enough. Go ahead and be concerned about that and don't try it. Because, like, the Evil's Delight series, for those that don't know, is a series of maps that is designed to be horrible. So, yeah, if I'm making an Evil's Delight map, obviously it's going to be horrible. However, that said, not all my maps are horrible. I can make good ones. It's just that, you know, surprise, surprise, I wasn't really able to go and be doing, you know, decently good maps until, you know, people told me what I'm doing wrong. Cause like honestly, that's the thing, right? Like these people that essentially complain about my maps and stuff, and like also to a certain extent refuse to play them. They want to go and complain about my maps without one doing any of the level edits. It's because like I've not seen them do a level themselves. For one. The secondary thing that is interesting to note about it is the fact that I haven't seen. Well, yeah, they refused to go and play the map. Just simply because one, I made it. Two, without even really trying it. Like, I understand it if it's like, oh hey, yeah, you don't want to replay a map that you know is like bad, but it's not that I can't. Like most of the time, it's just like been a lot of like, oh hey, how am I to make a good map if you know, people don't tell me actually like what they're wanting. Because obviously, if I know what people want, it's like, okay, cool, I can use that, I can plot it. Because like a lot of the feedback I've gotten, like before some of these other times I've gotten feedback, was literally just feedback of, this map sucks. It's like, okay, can you tell me why? And then they just never expand on it. Like, no offense, like, screw that type of feedback. Like, either don't complain about the map, or tell me what I actually did wrong. Like, no offense. And it's like, you can't just expect somebody to suddenly be better, especially when you're not telling them, you know, what they did wrong. Cause like, yeah, like, you could be able to make like the best maps in the world, but like if you go and mess up and then like you're not being told by others like what you're doing wrong, it's like, well, yeah, I'm gonna continue to do things wrong because like I haven't been told like what I've done wrong. So like as far as I know, I'm doing things right, I'm doing things well, especially if it's like I'm being told by other people like, oh yeah, no, I love maps this way. So funny enough, part of why certain people complain about maps is because I got good feedback. I got feedback that somebody likes the maps this way, where it's like, oh hey, they're tough and challenging, and nobody that disliked the maps, you know, actually voiced what they were concerned about. Like if it was like, oh hey, like make it less difficult, or don't use like this certain thing, then it's like, okay, I know to not use it. I know to not make levels that way, because obviously like it was to like the original idea behind it was actually me just messing around in the level editor. Like it actually, funny enough, was not supposed to be difficult. And then like the whole reason that I made the whole reason why I called it like Evil's Delight, funny enough, was actually the fact that like it was a Candyland themed one, and like the funny thing with it was I actually wanted it to be yeah, let me go and do this to 90. Oh, 70 then. Here's how this will work. Oh, cool. Got the nicest download. That makes this easy. Oh. Oh, whoops. I forgot about that. Okay, so 2.5. Okay, okay. I'm fine with that. Fine with that. X is 0.5. Okay, 50.5. In theory, you're not going to miss. Like, in theory, you either hit these boost gates and then therefore you just launch into that because these boost gates are lined up properly now. I'm actually kind of curious. Like, does it work if you go and do like 2.5? Yeah, it does. Try to hit it just barely though. I'm curious if it works when you just barely hit it. Okay, so yeah, they just give you speed. So yeah, basically if you hit these gate boosters, like, it doesn't matter about what it happens, you just get a sudden burst of speed. Okay, cool. Sweet. Yeah. Basically, I want to leave it as like I don't mind this tiny gap over here. You're like, really, if you want to be like the where's the hole-in-one thing, it is there, essentially. So, yeah, like, it's kind of just like, what do you do, essentially? So, hi. Obviously, you just casually go and, yeah, you just try to fire as fast as you can into the boost gates and basically, like, as long as somebody doesn't somehow manage to boost faster, you just boost right to the line and off the map you go. You've succeeded. You've won the race. Actually, I think this shows up. Actually, but yeah. There we go. Aesthetic. For map purposes, this does nothing. But for showcase purposes, it works lovingly. You just zoom on by the hole and basically into the checkered flag anyway. I mean, technically I could go and make it like... Yeah, I made it like that anyway, essentially. It's like, really, you're just... Like, I don't feel bad, basically, if somebody just, like, gets into, like, that point. Or, like... You know what? I'm curious. Can you actually get it to where you don't get through it in? I'm curious now. This is wild to me. Okay, so yes, it's theoretically possible. It is theoretically possible to go and get to the point where you don't score. But you have to be, like, so unlucky, because you basically have to be, like, right here. And, like, it has to be, like, pixel perfect to just absolutely screw you over. Like, if you get screwed over, I am sorry. I am actually sorry. It's funny though, because like, you saw this. Like, I was right there. I had it lined up. I tried my best to apply the power to get right there. And I just barely hit this, and it sent me into there. And so therefore I was in. Like, I am sorry, it's not my fault. It's not my fault that you go and get that unlucky to just casually, like, get right into that point. Or maybe, like, yeah, like, basically you have to either, like, bounce off of the wall that should be here and go like that. Like, pixel perfect to screw you over. Or you bounce off of this intended wall. And then you go and do pixel perfect into there. Like, it has to be one of those two. And those scenarios are so unlikely. I question how anybody would get to them. Like, I am honestly sorry. I am honestly sorry if somebody does that. But, like, I'm already laughing prematurely at your suffering. I'm already prematurely laughing at your suffering. That's not on me. That's not on me. That's on you. So, it's just absolutely funny. Okay. Later. Okay, so what do I do now? For reference as well, I've been uploading several things essentially. So like, basically, I have a yeah, like basically a like for this. Luckily, it hasn't been affecting anything. It's showing it across the wall, but you never know. Yeah, I want it to be far enough out to where, like, I don't think go and just like jump over there and get it. Because that's the thing, right? Like, if there's not a big enough gap, actually, is this a big enough gap? So this is 2.5. That might be on the edge. I think this is on the edge of being jumpable, essentially. But just in case it is jumpable, I will go and do this. Oh yeah, right, I can just press Alt. I don't need to worry about it in this. Because like, I don't have any of my recording hotkeys up right now. So it's not like I really need to worry about things. So yeah, I could just quickly do decorations for like slight things. I was off-sided. I usually try to avoid like floating objects in my maps. Oops. Like, I know that it's fine basically, especially if it's like right now. But yeah. To be fair, one thing I do say that is probably something that, in all honesty, it should go and happen, but like honestly, I say that it's a shame that it doesn't actually force you to do this, essentially. Like, I honestly wish that like maps essentially got like either a joke / troll tag, essentially, or you actually tested it, essentially. Because like essentially, for me, like, I do know that there's some maps where I've played them in this game, and like, I can very much say they were not tested. Actually, I guess they might have been tested. It's just that they're tested basically just to make sure that it would operate how they thought it would. And actually, how far of a gap is this? Okay, yeah, it's about 3. Okay. So, for reference on Y3, for reference on Y3 is essentially like the magic number for me. If I recall correctly, like, I'm gonna definitely this. If you do this, and then you fire and jump immediately. Oh, cool! You actually can jump into lava actually now. But yeah, like, I jumped to be basically exactly on that. Yeah, like, basically I jumped and it was pretty much exactly there. So like, if you note this essentially, like, I'm gonna do that second. like, it's a little bit more showcasey on this. But yeah, I guess I can do it now. With like spawn 6. Because like, yeah. That's essentially what I'm wanting to have happen. Obviously, you can do like up to 4. But like, I essentially, with this, one of the major players with essentially like supreme cheese type things is essentially like do a trick like this, like bouncing off of this wall. And if you do it properly, like, yeah, very much you can do it. Like, I'm failing, but like it is in theory possible. Now I'm not going to do it, or I'm not going to basically allow this. It's just casually to show a point that, like, yeah, it's in theory possible. Whether or not it's likely is another story entirely. But yeah, like, you do it well enough, you do it, you try hard enough, and like, honestly, like, I didn't expect to go over it, I'll be real. I didn't expect to go over it. But yeah, like, oh wait, no, I think I'm not even getting it. Yeah, I think I'm not even getting it. But yeah, like, there's kind of like the point. Like, for most cases, like, if there's a bit of space, in theory, yeah, like, basically, if I made it to where, like, for example, I had, like, this tile and this tile. In theory, yeah, like, basically, to illustrate a point, like, here's why I usually try to avoid things like this. If I do spawn 7... Oh, I failed to jump. But yeah, like, I jumped essentially that 3 tile gap, essentially. And like, honestly, I'll be real, like, with this type of setup, this is, like, I can do that and it's not even gonna matter, essentially. But as you can tell with that point over there, like, it's incredibly hard to do. Like, even now, with that 1 tile of space, it's incredibly hard to do. But like, it still is possible. It still is entirely possible to do it. For reference, at least. But yeah. Like, that's essentially like why I go and worry so much about like 3 plot tile gaps, because like, I already know, like, some of my friends, like, if I give them a 3 tile gap, they're going to go for it. Like, some of my friends might actually go for this. It's going to be insanely hard. I feel like, due to the speed you need to have in order to go and make it over there, I don't think that is possible. Like, obviously, if it's possible to go from like, if it's possible to go and use 6 eggs and get to, like, 5, like, sure, go ahead and try. Like, I don't mind. I say try it. But, like, yeah, one of my main goals with this was to go and do like a little bit of a nice, easy one. So nothing bad, nothing terrible, just a nice little hole for hole one, a nice shot with some ice for hole two. Don't get fooled by that hole over there and just get straight on to hole three. It's right there in the center. Not much of a big deal. Here, just full blast, hit the triangle, and you should be able to go and get over into there. Here, just full power into the boost case and you're good. You finished first, congratulations. As for this, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. I'll be real. I don't know. But yeah. Like, I will be real. I had a collab planned for like 2 days for now. But yeah, unfortunately I'm not gonna be able to do it, essentially. So yeah, it's just unfortunate. Not gonna be really sad about it. You know what? Yeah, let's do this. Let's have a race. Yeah, sure, let's do this. Let's do it this way. Come on, hey. Do you need to be in here? I don't know. Let's find out. Oh! That was not lined up. That was not the plan. Oh! Also not the plan. I was not intending that. Trust me, believe me. I did not intend to fire people off the map this time. Kinda, maybe. Who knows? Probably. Nice shot. Do this. Nope. Well, actually, maybe. I think I just need to go and do it this way. If I need to test the other two like this anyway. So I want to make sure that they don't go and get Did I fire it incorrectly? Okay, no. Well, actually, I guess yes, because I needed a little bit more. Oh. I guess this is where I should end it on. I'm gonna fix this later, because I don't want to do it like right now. But also at the same time, I don't want this. This is a very interesting soft block. Yeah. Never thought this would happen.